Why a doc? Why now?
Well, it kind of evolved over time a little bit. Like it started with the book that happens to be sitting over your shoulder there, Beastie Boys book.
Available for audiobook, Kindle, those things, right now.
Oh yeah, audiobook. We got to give the audiobook some love because there's a lot of special guests.
I'm on the. I
on
am
the
definitely on the
audiobook,
audiobook
such
reading a
as
story.
Hello.
Audiobook is the shit, no question about it. So why? But why the
But
doc?
anyway, no. So it started with the book, and then the book was coming out, and we were kind of like Adam and I were faced with the situation of, like, I think for all of us, like you probably had this when you're making a record. You know what you don't want to do before you know what you do want to do, and we knew what we didn't want to do, which was like we've all been through awkward Q&A things. You have, we have, where and we were like, we don't want to have this book come out and have these things that don't count. Make it count, and that was one thing we definitely learned from, like, I think with MCA and just as a band all working together, is always like make each thing count and make it as special and different from how somebody else would do it as you can be. So we cannot, like Adam and I we sat down and with Spike writing this like kind of 2-hour show version of the book, trying to make it work on stage. And we did that. We did that for, we did like a bunch of shows like New York, Brooklyn, LA, London, San Francisco, whatever. And I don't know, it kind of just, we were happy with the result. It went well. And so then we sat down with Spike. We were like, all right, we should really film this. So we spent like a number of months writing it with Spike and his writing partner, Amanda, shout out Jonah Hill, refining it and working on it, kind of workshopping it. And then we took it back to the stage and workshopped it and then performed it at the King's Theater in Brooklyn. This beautiful old theater. We did it, and there was a lot of things in there, but then when Spike got in the editing room again, it turned into something different all over again, because then he realized, like, all right, well, it worked in the theater, right? Everybody was in the theater, had this feeling. Everybody was in the theater, was there, and they were invested, but now people are watching it up on the screen. They're not in the theater. So we need to make something different for that. So then that's when him and Jeff Buchanan and Zoe, our editing team, they started like really putting all the archival footage in, and it became this whole other thing that none of us even thought it was going to be while we were filming it.
Right. So to make it special and make it count, ultimately that archival footage took it to another level.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and definitely. And it's like you're lucky and unlucky in the same way as us, right? We're all lucky in that we started doing what we were doing very young, and
True.
There's a lot of it is captured on whether it's High 8 or this MTV thing or that thing. Yeah. And so our worst moments and our best moments and everything in between are, a lot of it exists.
It's documented.
A lot of it's documented, for better, for worse.